This is the Chrissie Swan Show.
Here we are. Welcome to Tuesday. If you thought that I had said enough and banged on enough about my birthday, you're wrong. Because my actual birthday was Sunday.
Yes.
3rd. But, you know, every year is different, of course, for everybody. I was actually born on Melbourne Cup Day.
Ah.
And it was around the time of the race that stops the nation.
How exciting is that for Patty Swan?
So there you go.
Did she have it on in the background of the hospital room?
Well, I think Mum might have been busy at the time, being cleft in twain, as Shakespeare might have said. But Dad definitely had his transistor radio out.
On ya. The major.
Yes.
That's happening after 3 o'clock today. Hey, also, we're going to be talking about when you've been starstruck, because I never get starstruck, Swanee, but it happened on the weekend and I can't believe it.
You just shocked me so much with this revelation. I just thought you were unstarstruckable.
I haven't told you who it is, though.
No, you have not.
Next, though, we're going to be comparing our to-do lists in To-Do List Tuesday.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
And as usual, it's Tuesday, so let's open up our calendars, Jack.
To-Do List Tuesday.
This is where we compare the important stuff we must get completed by today.
Yes.
Tuesday's an interesting day for you because I reckon you very rarely have anything pressing that needs to be done by COB. You're a fry. Like, your to-do lists generally are get it done in the next couple of weeks.
Yes.
Mine are do it today or tomorrow there will be consequences.
Yeah, mine aren't ever really that consequential.
Example, my first thing on the list, find a new backup kid carer. Anyone who works, who has kids, will know the horror of the text message. It's always a text message that comes in that says, hey, I've been thinking and I can't work for you anymore. I've got too much uni. And it just arrives and you just spend the whole time that you have that person driving your kids or sitting with them while you're at a meeting or whatever. You live your whole time in fear of it happening, and then it does. And it has happened to me. And to find a new one is so hard.
Can you just whack it up on Airtasker? I need help. Someone look after the kids.
I mean, you probably could.
Give it a go.
You probably could, and then you get a really sort of nice guy fresh from prison. Be awesome. All right, so I've got to do that. That is pressing. Second on the list, tell Beck I bought a lot of vegetable lasagnas and eggplant lasagnas on quick sale at the supermarket.
They looked yum.
They were very fancy. They were $12. They're going to feed all of my kids and me for $3 a head.
And so we need Beck to jump on the quick sale then?
No, I've already bought them for her.
Oh, you bought them for her? That's nice of you.
I bought them for her, but I've got to get them to her because quick sale.
Yeah.
You know, it's the quick and the dead. And the last one. Call council and find out how many hard rubbishes I'm at for this year. Because I feel like you're allowed to have 2.
And you've only had 1?
I've had 2, but was 1 last year and 1 this year. Do I still have 1 up my sleeve? Can I possibly have 3 in a 12-month period and then just barter off 1 for next year? Make a call.
Let me know how
the council.
Let me know how that call goes. I'm interested to hear.
Are you?
Yeah.
I can't believe. You might actually be telling the truth there. I can't believe it. What's yours?
First one is Coke Zero slab for Contos. My housemate loses his mind if there's not Coke Zeros in the fridge. So after the show today, I'll go down to Coles and grab some. Email real estate agent re-plumbing issues.
Oh.
I was scrubbing my sink and I took the knob off that you press down to plug.
Yeah, the pop top.
The pop top.
Yeah.
The pop top's broken. The spring's gone somewhere and it's just the bane of my existence and it looks ugly. So I need someone to come and fix that.
Oh, you would be horrified at that because also you can see sink goo.
The gunk is visible. And then next is get Gucci bow tie off Billy. I let my good mate Bill a nice bow tie for Derby Day and I'm worried that I'm not going to see it again.
Billy, if you're listening, Give him back the time.
Hey, next, if you
Actually,
missed...
Billy, if you're listening, do you want to take my kids to school sometimes? It's only a sometimes treat.
Hey, Bill would be good with kids. If you missed Chrissie's Windmills of My Mind on Friday,
yes,
you're going to enjoy it again next because it was magical.
It's an insight into what it sounds like in my brain. Scary.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
One Pass is now available at Priceline Pharmacy, and Sister Club members are getting exclusive access to boosted perks. Start your free 30-day trial today.
Learn more at priceline.com.au/onepass. TC's eligibility criteria and exclusions apply.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
You know, sometimes, oh no, you've never had an ex-partner, have you? Yeah. I have had exes.
I know.
And, and I've had nearly beans and all of that.
Yeah.
And a question that people that want to be in your life often ask you is, what are you thinking of? Like they might catch you,
Yeah.
like, at the kitchen table or sitting in the passenger seat of their car, just looking outside, and they'll go, penny for your thoughts. And I've never known how to answer that because my brain is an unusual mollusk.
Yeah.
It's an unusual thing.
It could be quite scary for some people if you started to run through and list what you're thinking.
I agree, but it's only because it's the only, geography I know. I'm very safe in there. But for most people, it would be like, walking through Gotham City at midnight with a bat on the loose.
Yeah.
And what I thought I would do is, sometimes I can hear in my mind, there was an old song from the 60s called Windmills of My Mind, and I don't know why I know it because I wasn't even around in the 60s. But I think it's such an iconic song. It goes, like a circle in a spiral, like a wheel within a wheel. And I remember even knowing it like 5 years old, hearing that song, like my dad playing it or something on vinyl going, that's my brain.
You relate to that.
Like a spiral in a spiral, like a wheel within a wheel. And then the words go, never ending or beginning, like some changing wheel. I'm like, yes, that's me. That's how my brain works. Yeah. And so I thought I would give you an insight because you know me pretty well, but you have never been inside my head.
No, I haven't.
And I have, I guess, sort of created the machinery, the technology for you to come inside my head.
Wow.
And understand what it's like to spend a minute in there. Would you like to come into the...
I'm scared. I'm reluctant, but let's enter.
The windmills of my mind.
In the windmills of your mind.
My computer keyboard feels too small. Maybe my hands are too big. Is Japanese washi tape the same stickiness as masking tape? Lionel Richie stares at his reflection in the mirror and says, I'm Lionel Richie, before he goes on stage. It's true. Direct debits.
Hate him.
Gee, eyesight goes downhill quickly. The Irish name Saoirse is spelt Saorise. The S must be pronounced shh, like Siobhan. That's another Irish name. Dulce de leche. Is stracciatella technically a cheese, or is it part of the cream family? Those towels I love from Adairs might actually be on sale now. Where can I watch Borat for free?
Wow, is it very nice? In the windmills of your mind.
Do you think you know me a little better?
I think you have probably lost your mind. I think us collectively today have lost both of our minds.
Does anybody think like that? Does that relate? Do you relate to that at all? Is your brain like that?
I want to say yes to make you feel better, but no.
I wonder if anyone else's is.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
And everybody knows that I love Priceline Pharmacies, no doubt about that.
Yeah.
I would work there if I could.
I mean, if things go tits up here, at least you know you can chuck on a pink polo and you are sorted.
Exactly. I received a DM. Someone slid into my DMs and she wanted me to settle a long-standing argument about where I have worked in the past that she's been having with her husband. And these are my favourite cases of mistaken identity. Oh, yeah. I mean, look, a lot of people would probably go for Delta Goodrem on this one.
I would.
Yeah. Oh, my God, I'm alive.
Terrible.
Sing it, Delta. Take your shoes off and sing it. Anyway, my favourite thing is when people stop me and they go, "Hi, Sharon." And I go, "I'm just alive." I go, I'm sorry, who?" They go, "Sharon, you do my nails." I've had that more than once.
Really?
Yep.
Specifically that?
Yep.
Wow, I love that.
I know, I love it too.
That's amazing.
It's like, a perfect sign from the universe. Ashley has sent me a message. I'm not even gonna tell you what it's about. I'm going to tell her to explain it to you. Hello, Ashley.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I've loved our internet exchanges on the socials, Ashley.
Yes, I agree.
Thank you.
Very random.
I know, so random. That's the whole point of life. Now, I want you to explain to everybody what is the argument that you want settled once and for all, and I'm the only person that can do it.
Well, basically, my husband has been saying the whole time I've known him, which is like 17 years, that his brush with fame is the fact that when he was 16 and worked at McDonald's, you were his manager. And you drove a purple Mirage.
I love that detail. He really has it stuck in his head that I was his boss.
Yeah, like he's told multiple people that this is his brush with fame, that, you were his manager, you'd tell him what to do, you'd sort out his schedule, blah, blah, blah.
Oh.
And I kept, because I've listened to you for a long time now.
Yeah.
And every time he'd bring it up, I was like, I don't recall her ever saying she's ever worked at Macca's. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's not the case. And he's like, no, it was definitely her. And purple Mirage. Blah,
so
blah, blah.
He remembers me very clearly. My name was Chrissie, obviously, when I was a manager at this Macca's.
Yep.
And does he have any specific, I just want clarity if you're listening, I've never worked at McDonald's. I have never met your husband, and I've probably have never been a manager because I've, got mad lady madness. But does he have specific situations that he and I shared when I was his manager?
Not specifically, but just that, like, he worked at Macca's, he was 16, so he worked at Macca's for all of 2 months.
What does he say to people? Because, like, if you'd have worked with someone like Chrissie Swan and you tell your mates, naturally you're going to be like, what was she like? Like, she's some big star now.
Yeah, what's he saying?
Yeah, what does he say about her? How does he remember her personality?
Just that she was really nice and, was really understanding, and that's why I was like, it could be.
That's where it's like, no, it's not her. Got it all wrong, buddy.
How satisfying is it for you that you have been right for over 17 years?
You have no idea.
Have you told him?
Right. In our relationship, I am never right.
Oh, God, I'm so glad.
This is the best one because he told so many people.
I'm so glad to give you that opportunity. Have you told him the news?
I did. I told him when we were talking over Messenger.
Yeah.
I told him, and he was devastated that it wasn't news.
But he believes it? He didn't like double down?
For a split moment, he did, and I was like, but she's telling me no.
Yeah, sorry, bro.
I love it.
Ashley, we're going to send you a Priceline Pharmacy voucher. And if you have any other cases, you listening, of Chrissie being mistaken for someone else, please slide into our DMs at The Chrissie Swan Show. If
you were the manager with the purple Mirage at McDonald's Ringwood in 2003, I want to speak to you.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
And I'm about to mark some homework, aren't I?
You are, Swanee.
9 Now is your world of free entertainment with your favourite shows, exclusive series, live news, sport and more. Stream free now. Chrissie's Couch with 9 Now. Just go ahead, let your hair down.
Oh, scooch over, Murphy. Kirsty's joining me on the couch. Hello, Kirsty.
Hi, Chrissie. How are you?
Yeah, good. You've been watching some telly. Am I going to give you some hot cash?
I'll be completely honest. I actually didn't watch it, but I heard the task, so I went and researched.
Oh my God, I love it, Kirsty. This is a full disclosure. I love an honest woman. What is the question, Jack?
The question is, in episode 2 of My Life is Murder, the episode starts with a flashback scene. How many years earlier does this scene take place?
And the answer is...
I'm really hoping the answer is 5.
It's $1,000 cash, Kirsty.
Kirsty, the Luxor is on you tonight, I think, as we settle in for another watch session.
Amazing. Oh my God, I can't believe I got it right.
Good on ya. Good on you.
Chrissy's clickbait.
The easiest competition ever in the history of the universe.
It is. Thanks, 9 Now.
Good on you, 9 Now. Kylie Minogue says she hates adulting and she misses everything about the freedom of the 90s.
Oh.
I love it when people say that they miss the 90s. I don't think I do. I prefer it now.
Yeah, you've always been honest about that.
I like Google. I like Instagram.
You love
I
a
like
scroll.
It. Yep. But I'm not very interesting. I think if you're an interesting person, you would prefer that because, like Kylie, I'm sure gets up to no good sometimes.
Yeah, and you get away with it.
That's right.
In the
Whereas
90s.
I've got nothing to get away with. She has said that she was out and about, pounding the pavement, going to markets, doing all. I mean, she sounds very boring like me.
Markets?
I know, she said that. Going out to nightclubs and stuff, and
Okay,
nothing
good.
was recorded, and she misses that. Gwyneth Paltrow said a very similar thing last week. She's also said she's sick of adulting.
But you're Kylie Minogue. How much, I love her. But mate, how much adulting are you doing? You don't have kids. You have management. You have, I'm sure, a great PA.
It's true, I know.
It's like, imagine if I came into you each day and said, oh, Swan, I'm so over adulting. I would never do that because I know how much adulting you actually do and how little adulting I do.
I do wonder when was the last time she scrubbed crusty snot off the light switch.
That is so disgusting. I just can't believe you have to do that. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
That is so vile.
That was like the nicest thing I could think of that I've done in the last 24 hours.
Oh my God.
I wonder when was the last time Kylie taught a 15-year-old to clean a toilet?
Never, because she's Kylie Minogue, man.
I know.
I'm sorry for your life.
If she misses adulting, I miss Minoguing. I would love that. But, everyone's entitled to their opinion. She also did this. You'll get this. You're too young now, but you will get there.
Yeah.
People will say, what advice would you give to your younger self? I hate that question so much.
Same, because I don't know what I'd tell my younger self.
Well, no, because you're still young.
Yeah.
You get to my age. I used to answer it. Now I go, I hate that question. Can we just not do it?
Also, I just don't think that's what life's about.
No, and also,
You've lived it.
yeah.
Go away with your stupid question.
Oh, my God. Go away with your stupid question or I'll make you clean the snot off the light switch. All right, next. This is a story that I have been wanting to talk to you about with forever.
Okay.
But I keep forgetting, but I'm doing it now.
Let's do it.
A woman in Western Australia has faked her own death.
What?
Yes, and it's the best story. She owned an F45 gym and it wasn't doing well.
Okay.
And then she bought another one and that was even worse.
No, I don't think they're doing too well, those franchises.
Well, she had 2 of them. Her name is Karen Marie Sakila, and she has gone to jail. I couldn't pronounce the surname, so I just
I
go
like
over
what
it.
you did there.
She has gone to jail, Jack.
For faking her own death?
Yes.
How did she fake it? What did she say happened?
She created fake documents and then she said she died in a car accident in 2023 in Broome. I love that she was specific with the location. I'm just fascinated with this sort of stuff because I'm sure I'm not the only one that's gone, like when things are tough, you go,
Yeah.
I wonder if I could just disappear. What would it take? The answer is it's not worth it because you get found out. The bank got suspicious of her new identity, right?
Yeah.
She got $700,000 paid to her by the insurance company
When she died.
when she died.
And did they just think that was going to a family member or something?
She lodged it via her husband. I mean, she did a pretty good job for an amateur. Anyway, the bank was like, hang on, there's something going on with this account. They froze it. And then she turned up. Grave error. Don't do this if you're planning on it. Turned up to the police station to like, get her identity happening so that she could get the funds unfrozen.
Yeah.
And they said, just wait here a minute.
No.
Yeah. It's not worth it.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Hello, as we roll into the 3 p.m. hour, we're thrilled to have your company. Not a word of a lie.
We sure are, Swanee.
We've got a jam-packed hour for you, and if you're still here and you're not watching the race that
Stops the nation,
then that means that you've said one of my favourite catchphrases, nup to the cup.
Nup to the cup. Say nup to the cup. I got a few of those responses on Derby Day when I uploaded my Instagram content.
Of course, everybody's entitled to their opinion.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I welcome it.
Finally, we are going to find out who you were starstruck by for the first time in your life.
Yes, on Derby Day this Saturday just gone, I was starstruck by someone that I don't think you would guess. No matter how hard you try, I don't think you're going to get it.
I can't wait to find out. And before the end of the show, I want to float with you the sort of dicey dilemma of if a friend breaks a piece of furniture or something that you love, do you get them to replace it?
Ooh,
do you get them to pay for it? I'm interested.
13 24 10 though. Next in Chrissie's Quizzy, we have a Mitsubishi electric air purifier to give away. We've somehow managed to jam it inside the bum bag.
The Chrissie Swan Show. The Chrissie Swan Show.
Tell you what, these Mitsubishi electric air purifiers are hot property.
Chrissy's Quizzy.
I'm thinking they're around $800 a pop.
Far out.
Yeah,
That is
they're
a
not.
good prize.
It is a great prize. Hello, Jody.
Hello.
Your name, is it spelled with an E on the end?
No, with a Y.
With a Y. Oh, that's unusual. I was going to tell you a story about a girl I knew with an IE, but I won't.
Kelly, does your name have a Y at the end?
It does.
And you're also in pathology. We had a pathologist on yesterday and I asked her for some tips to make me go to a blood test that is now 4 weeks overdue. What can you give me?
Probably numbing cream. If you're scared of the pain.
It is fantastic. No, actually, I love a blood test. It feels purifying. All right, your names are your buzzers. It's the best of 5, meaning the first person to get 3 answers correct wins the game. And we'll walk away with a bum bag, yes, but also a Mitsubishi electric air purifier. Question number 1. Margot Robbie and husband Tom Ackley have had their first baby together. What is the gender of the baby?
Kelly.
Yes, Kelly.
Kelly. A
Yes,
boy.
It is a boy. Question number 2. The Melbourne Cup is known as the race that...
Kelly.
Yeah.
Kelly,
Oh, just.
Stops the nation.
It is. It's the race that stops the nation.
Question 3, this is for the win, Kel. Jody, you can still get in there.
This is going to be the fastest quizzy ever, if so.
Isn't it?
Sorry, super nervous.
Oh, no. The world's most famous momager is celebrating her 60th...
Kelly.
Yes, Kelly for the win.
The Kris Jenner.
It is Kris Jenner.
Well
All
done.
these Scorpios. Me, Demi Moore,
KJ.
Kris Jenner. And you? Did you just say Kel?
No, Jodie.
Yes,
yes
I am.
Oh, there you go. Amazing.
Let's all
of
talk
us.
a bit more too.
But all be Scorpios. That's amazing.
I love that. Hey, tomorrow we also have this amazing prize up for grabs again. The Mitsubishi electric air purifier. It helps improve indoor air quality and reduce exposure to asthma and allergy triggers, including dust, pollen, pet allergens, and some gases. Not sure which gases they're referring to,
Oh,
Swanee.
I do.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
We're so thrilled to have you. I'm about to give you an insight into my dear friend and a huge part of this show, Jack Charles.
Yes.
You are one of the coolest guys I've ever met.
Oh, that's very kind.
Like, probably the coolest.
Wow.
In
I'll
every
take that.
level. Like, you know everything about fashion and where to go and what to do. But the reason you're the coolest guy I ever know is that you would have met people of note every day since I've known you, because I've
Yeah.
worked with you since you were 19 and now
Yeah.
you're, what, 78?
27.
Right, so it's 8 years. You have never once been starstruck, put off,
Yeah.
not full confidence, nothing, no matter who comes in.
No, that's why I love this job, and my big thing in life is like I love people and I love getting to know people and different people from different walks of life. So that sort of stuff doesn't rock me.
But you told me
Yeah.
that you, in the last 48 hours, have met somebody that you were starstruck by, and I can't believe it. And you haven't revealed who it is.
No. So on Saturday, I went to Derby Day, had a great day at the races, and then our good friend Lauren Phillips and her partner Paul put on this awesome karaoke night.
See you at the races.
See you at the races. Thanks. I did see Sam Armitage.
See you at the races. I'll see you at the races.
Anyway, I walk into this karaoke room and I was a little bit late, and I lock eyes with someone and I thought, oh my God.
What was the feeling
Like,
before you reveal who it was?
Nostalgia, because this person was someone in my sort of primary school years that I watched on television.
Yeah, right. I know what you mean. Sometimes you see somebody and what you said nostalgia, what I say is, I can't believe I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
Like you can't, you're here?
You're here. And this person hasn't been in the sort of public eye for over a decade, I'm going to say.
Okay.
Anyway,
yes,
so I watched her on a TV show, and then when we're doing karaoke, and the main thing that I loved about her was some music she released. So I went up to her and I said, oh
Melissa
my God.
Coutts.
No, close. I said, oh my
Ranger
God.
Stacey.
No.
Okay.
I said, oh my God, it's you. And she goes, hi. And that gave me a big hug. And I said, I'm going to sing your song. She goes, please do it. Please do it.
Who was that?
Stephanie McIntosh.
Oh my God!
Sky Mangle on Neighbours. That's how I came to know and love her. I loved this song and I loved this video.
She is amazing.
Yes. And then I said, if they don't have Mistake, I'll do Tightrope. She goes, wait, you know the words of Tightrope? I said, absolutely.
Oh my God. Oh, I love this so much. You know that you've had lunch with her sister.
Have I?
My birthday lunch. Kath McIntosh was there.
Is that Steph McIntosh's sister?
Steph McIntosh's big sister.
Shut up.
Yes.
I did not know that. And then I fully fangirled at the end of the night. I said, I'm not leaving without a selfie of you and I. And I got a selfie.
Oh, look at her. She's been living in America. She's back? Or?
She's back. Yeah, she's back in Australia.
Oh, my God. She would have loved this so much.
She was divine.
Oh, my
13,
God.
24, 10. We want to ask the question, who have you been starstruck by that most people might not be impressed by? Or like a Z grade almost celeb?
Yes.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
We were just talking about how Jack was finally, after 7 or 8 years of meeting celebrity after celebrity, we're talking Snoop Dogg. You've met Snoop, like you've met
Paris
them all.
Hilton, Hemsworths, all of them.
All of them. And you have never batted an eyelid. And you're
No.
not trying not to.
No.
You're just like, oh, cool. That's you.
Because everyone's human at the end of the day.
Very strange situation. You saw somebody at the races that absolutely you were starstruck.
Sky Mangle from Neighbours, a.k.a. Stephanie McIntosh, who has this absolute banger.
I mean, she was an icon. She still is an icon. And we also just discovered that I've known her since she was a girl.
Yes, I didn't realise that your good mate, Kath, it's her sister.
One of my best friends, Kath.
Do you remember she dated Nick Revolt as well
Yes,
for a hot
I
minute
do,
there?
of course.
Anyway, it was just weird for me to be starstruck by someone. And on 13, 24, 10, we're asking you, when were you sort of surprised at who you were starstruck by?
Yeah, it's always a surprise when it happens. Hi, Belinda.
Hi.
Hi.
Chrissie, how are you?
I'm so good. Thank you so much for playing with us today. Who did you see that you were weirdly starstruck by?
Chris Smith on the weekend at Derby Day.
Oh, so recently. So people want to know who Chris Smith is. Just a little refresher. He was a Maya ambassador, wasn't he, or David Jones or something?
Yeah.
And also was married to Daddy Minogue. Well, not married, but you know, did a long-term partner.
Yeah, and wasn't he used to play rugby professionally?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And he's handsome as hell and a lovely guy.
He's absolutely gorgeous.
What is it about him that made you starstruck?
I don't know. He's just got a presence about him. He was just really, really nice. And I kept looking at him while he was doing Fashion of the Fields. And I thought, I'm going to ask him for a selfie. And he was so nice about it. He goes, of course, Belinda.
I'm glad you said selfie then. I thought that you were going to get a little bit handsy, a little bit AVO.
Belinda, we're going to send you a Priceline Pharmacy voucher. Beck, who were you starstruck by?
Basically any AFL player out there, but Toby Bedford's number one for sure.
Wow, he would be so thrilled to hear that. Because he plays for GWS, which nobody cares about. Like, with all due respect, like, surely they have the smallest number of members.
Yeah, they do, but he's really attractive.
And have you seen him, and what did you do when you did?
So I ran up to him and I said, can I please get a picture? And he was with his girlfriend and they were really nice. And yeah, they took a photo with me.
He didn't look behind him and go, "Are you? Is there someone famous behind me?" No, he was good.
No, he was good, but I think he was a bit shocked that he was recognised.
I love that. That's the best part.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
And also, it's nice that the girlfriend didn't try and like swat you away, because I can imagine some girlfriends of these players would get a little bit protective.
Absolutely.
Priceline Pharmacy voucher for you, Beck. Let's finish with Katarina Swan.
Katarina, what a gorgeous name.
Thank you.
Now, who have you been starstruck by?
Liz Hurley.
Oh, well, that is a good one. Everyone would be.
That was back when she was dating Shane Warne as well. So there was both of them there.
Okay, all right. Talk us through every piece of it.
Okay, so they were coming back to Perth for cricket. My husband was on the same plane as them, and he saw her get up. And then when they were coming off the plane, waiting for their baggages, I just walked up to her and asked for a photo. I mean, she was more interested in my little boy than me, but yeah.
That's nice.
She was so polite, and yeah. So now every photo, like I just had my 40th not long ago, and she was on my little photo board, and I just tell everyone she's my best friend.
And Katarina, do you know what I mean by sometimes you see people and your eyes can't compute because you've only ever seen them on a big screen or, in a magazine, and then you're looking at them 3D. It's a weird feeling.
Yeah. And even like a few weeks ago, we saw half the cast from travel guides at the airport. So they're all in WA too. So
they would have been thrilled as well with any sort of recognition, I would imagine.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Come on, let's do this.
Chrissie's Clickbait.
I'm about to talk about Tom Holland and Zendaya, and I think that because I work with you and I've got young kids, I know who these people are. And I don't reckon a lot of people would.
You don't reckon?
Nah.
Zendaya now, surely.
Well, what's she been in? She's been in that Euphoria that everyone watched, but nobody my age.
Yeah, and then she's also been in June, and then most recently Challenges, that massive tennis film.
Yeah, I didn't see that, but I really enjoyed the trailer.
I think you'd like it.
That's all I can do these days is watch the trailer, but I liked it.
If it's on a streamer and you're at home alone ever, watch it.
Okay, great.
It's a bit fun.
Okay, fantastic. Well, Tom Holland, he played some sort of superhero, didn't he?
Yes, he sure did. He played
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
So they are going out, the two of them, which is news to me. But I found this very, very unusual. Have a listen to what he does to, allay his anxiety vis-a-vis his girlfriend Zendaya.
The last thing I Googled was actually his hair. It's more of a bit of an anxiety thing, but I'll check to see that everything's good. So I just give it a little Google, look through the news. I'm like, she's good. Fine.
Really sweet.
Right. Well, Tom Holland famously doesn't have social media. So I guess he can't check up on her on socials.
I would imagine that he has her phone number, given that she is his girlfriend. I understand that you don't have socials, but I don't. Can you explain that to me? Why wouldn't if he was? Is he worried about her, or is he just feeling generalised anxiety, and it makes him feel better to see her face, and he doesn't want to call her and tell her that he's got anxiety? I don't really understand it.
I get what you mean.
Oh no, here, just make sure we're all cool. He's Googling her because he's anxious about their relationship and he's checking up to see if she's on the streets of New York City with someone else.
Okay. That's a very odd thing to admit in an interview. Also, I've just checked he does have Instagram. So...
Do you know what, mate? Stop. Nah.
Also,
this is why I can't do relationships. I don't understand that. If that was my boyfriend, I would say, I wish you well deep from my heart. But this isn't. You can't be Googling me.
No.
To see how the public perceives me. That's another thing. Who cares?
And also, you can't be admitting it publicly because that's embarrassing.
I'm sure she thinks this is cute now. Wait till you're an old lady like me. You will have zero time for that rubbish.
What's the last thing you Googled? Because that was the question he was asked.
Oh, okay.
Go to your history.
Oh, my God. And the last thing he Googled was his girlfriend?
Yeah. He's obviously sitting in the car on the way to that interview Googling her.
Oh, my God. This is a worry. I reckon that's a worry. Okay, my last thing was... So daggy. Do you want to know what it is?
What?
Mitsubishi electric air purifier.
Oh, because we're giving them away in Chrissie.
Yes, yes, and I just wanted to see how big they were for my place, to be honest.
I haven't Googled anything since. This is from Sunday. This was when I was trying to work out what to get you for your birthday.
Oh.
Can you buy Temu gift vouchers? And
great.
just so everyone knows, the answer is no.
No, you can't.
No.
Actually, that reminds me, I've missed a delivery. It's at home. I've seen the photo.
Now check this out.
The Chrissie Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.